All right, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Third Leg Show. It is season 3, episode 9. It's March. It's the 9th, 2023, and I'm kind of sick, so I'm sorry for the nasally voice. But anyway, how's your week been, Shu?
It's been good. It has been good. Just getting used to everything, and Press is getting a new job, so she's been kind of running out and doing that thing. So it's back to me going to the gym by myself and doing everything back. I'm doing everything by myself again, so I'm doing all that shit. What about you?
It's same old with me, right? Just work and then video games, pretty much. So, yeah, I mean, it hasn't been too bad. It's been both like really, really busy and then both really, really slow for some reason. It's been fucking with my brain a lot where I keep messing up what day is which day. I kept thinking today was Friday for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, and then I just got like nasally and like sore throated over the weekend, so I'm just kind of sick, I guess. I'm not sure. It's just weird, you know? But
Yeah.
I did test it out in the shower. I did my homework, all right.
Oh, here we go. Get right into it.
Yeah.
How tall you piss?
I got a really weak stream. It probably didn't help that I drank a lot of water, but I also like average.
Kept peeing.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I had to kind of like I'm in the middle of work. I still have another 3 hours. I'm gonna go pee, right? I don't want to work throughout and just have to pee constantly. But on average, like I'm lifting stuff all day, and then usually I walk like back and forth just in the area I'm in. It's like 15 miles back and forth throughout the entire day is like how much I walk.
Yeah.
So I'm usually just really dehydrated. It didn't matter how much water I drank. I only pissed like 3 times, right? One of them was in the shower. So I don't think being dehydrated helped a lot. But, I mean, it got up there, right? Like close to a nipple, you know?
Ah.
But that, like, I'll try it again on a weekend, all right? When I'm, like, properly hydrated. How does that
caught up?
Yeah. You know, I'll test my mic there. I did almost do the spoon thing at work today where I was like, I mean, I just got here. I could just go into the stall and see how tall I could piss. But I didn't do that. No, that sounds gross at work. Yeah. But I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in myself, you know?
I'm kind of with you on that one. I thought as Piss Brothers, you could at least get it to like chin, shoulder level.
Yeah. I'll try it again when I'm properly hydrated and maybe not sick because I might have had something to deal with it. But I don't know. Biology.
Sick give you weak stream. That's weird.
Yeah, it's chlamydia. No.
It burned so bad.
It burned on the way out and on the way back on my face.
Why did you have your mouth open and why were you smiling?
Well, you know. Them squirters get me so excited. Okay, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, like, just watching TV shows, right? I mean, have you started The Mandalorian yet?
I did. I've only seen episode 1. And, fuck, Mando's still good. I also love how they didn't kill off Dune.
Yeah.
Cara Dune.
They gave her a little bit of a happier ending.
Yeah. I mean, like, to me, I'm just like, oh, so we might bring her back. Because, like, usually, like, the big, strong female roles, I don't really find all that attractive. But Cara Dune tossed me around.
Yeah. Like, when this came out and they talked about her, I was like, who was that again? And then, like, my mind instantly got flooded of, like, all, like, the stuff that happened with her. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's what happened. I remember this now. But I don't know. It was
pretty good.
I
Little
will say,
robots holding up the jacket or the train on the fucking cape. Oh.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh. A little pirate battle in space, right?
I mean, let's be real. The cool part was when he was just like, "Hey, I need that drone fixed," and they literally rip down the statue and they take it to those little bastards. Yeah. And they all have Fu Manchus, and one of them is shirtless with suspenders. and he's the main one. Boken can't fix Boken.
Poodoo.
Yeah. I need one of those little guys in my life as like a little motivational speaker. Maybe that was Yeet Man from the old Pathfinder.
Gosh. Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna imagine.
That puts a perfect image of who Yeet Man is now.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Boken.
I will say
can't fix.
I did enjoy episode 2 a lot more than episode 1, in my opinion. I think it
Oh, really?
It you know me. I'm a lore guy, so
the
lore and mods, of course. But it dives a lot more into like Mandalorian. Well, the word lore is in there, right? So I don't have to say it again.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Mandalorian. Going
the
88 miles per hour, right? Is that the movie? I've never seen Back to the Future.
Oh,
I know I'm bad, but
it's good. I don't think it's worth the hype that everyone else does. I mean, separating the art from the artist, Doc really likes the N-word. Really likes the N-word. So
I mean, so did H.P. Lovecraft, right? So
that's true, but Cthulhu is cool.
Yeah.
It's almost like people who are creative are a little nuts.
Well, hey, they should start a podcast.
Yeah, I think they did. What is it, Kramer from Seinfeld? He said some shit. Yeah. Like, all these funny, creative people tend to be a little nuts.
I mean, yeah, just like Mose and Ed the Classified Podcast Survival Guy.
Okay, right? I'm glad you brought this up.
She's a little crazy, right?
Crazy, yes, but maybe I misunderstood because you made it seem like she was a freak. So, like, sexually a freak. And I was like, yeah, I listened to all of them. I listened to the newest one.
Yeah.
I didn't get that feeling at all. Are you talking about how she said she likes to pee outside because she's an exhibitionist?
For me, exhibitionism, like, I get, like, can get people, like, hard and, like, turned on and stuff like that. For me, it's just weird. Or I don't want to go out. Probably because I grew up in Utah, right? But, like,
yeah,
I don't want to just go outside and just see people fucking or pissing on the street. That's just me. I don't know. But to me, it's weird, right? I just didn't.
Okay, so then I miss it. When you said freak, I thought you meant, like, kinky rather than freak. So.
No.
Okay, I misunderstood. The whole time I was listening, I was like, whoa, what Mose details we got. And then, like, the worst. Also, by the way, Mose, I'm calling your bluff. Ned does not have a hog. I'm calling it right here, right now. I refuse to believe that. There is no way Ned has a hog. Cookie might have a hog.
Cookie definitely
not
has
Ned.
A hog, all right? Did you see him in that freaking sweater jacket thing?
Boy is jacked.
Yeah.
That man lifts. Good for Cookie.
Never knew that he did like football and stuff like that in school.
Yeah. Seeing him as Cookie. He's like, I play football. And it's like, bullshit, you were the water boy. Like, you're full of shit.
You're the seat warmer. But I don't know. Episode 4 definitely delves more into like them as people rather than the show, in my opinion, right? In their like views and stuff. But I still found it very, very enjoyable. So I also the umbrella that they're under, right? Like their podcast, like Podco is like the hosting thing that they use, right? Or like the company that does this.
Oh, yeah.
They have a shit ton more podcasts about like other TV shows.
Really? What about?
I think there's like I can't remember the name, but it's Even Stevens. I think it was called Even More Stevens. I don't know.
Is Ren on there?
I've never seen the show. I'm not.
Please
gonna lie.
God, that was another one of the crushes I had. Turns out I was just like super horny. Like it was just, oh, it has a pulse and tits. Oh,
that's my favorite.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, I used to have a huge crush on Selena Gomez, so there's a Wizardly of Waverly podcast, right? So I've been listening to that. She's not on it, but still good to listen to.
Is she still acting? Like, it seems like from what you're telling me, it's the people who aren't acting anymore.
I think she is still acting, yeah, but she did guest star in like episode 4 of it or something like that. So I mean, she's there around. Also, she goes to like really long therapy sessions, which like good for her, but like 3 hours seems like a really long therapy session. That's just me. I don't know.
I had a 2-hour one once. I mean, but even that, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Or I don't know what the fuck you talk about for 3 hours. 2 hours, I ran out of shit. Like, I was just, bleh.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, good for her. for like mentioning it and all that stuff, but like 3 hours just seems like a long time. But there's that one. There's a couple more that I can't remember of. I don't know if you, but Nick Offerman had a podcast for a little bit too. I don't think it was under the same umbrella as Podco, but he did at one point with his wife. It was like Under the Sheets with Nick Offerman and his wife. I can't remember her name, but
I did not know that. This company sucks ass at advertising, is what I'm understanding.
yeah. Okay, again, the Nick Offerman one is not under Podco, but yeah, just Podco in general.
Oh,
You gotta advertise your, because like the Neds one, the Waverly one, like the Even Stevens one. I know all three of those are under it, but I don't know what else. But there's a lot of stuff there's a lot of podcasts we're discovering now. But I don't know. Although listening back to like these people talk about their experiences as like kid actors and stuff like that, and like the people that they meet as like fans, and then how they also like grew up making the show right when like Twitter came out, and you know how bad Twitter was when it came out, right?
yeah. It was a no-holds-barred place.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you, like, I feel like we've talked about this before, but like, what do you think is the most toxic fan base based on like TV like genres or like movies and stuff like that? Because in my opinion, I think it's Star Wars.
I don't know if it's Star Wars.
I mean, the only reason why I say Star Wars is because there's one thing that always reminds me of like how bad Star Wars is there's two things that they can always agree on. The Disney sequels were complete garbage, and anybody who likes them are also complete garbage and will bully them across the face of the internet. Like that time it happened to this girl who said that she enjoyed the sequels more than the originals just because of the like effects. Yeah, and then they just berated her with like a lot of like hateful and shitty comments, right? So
but then once again, like, do you have to judge a whole group of like a whole fan base based off of like a couple shitty ones? Because there's no way that's the majority.
It was around 10,000 people. I don't know if that counts, but
I mean, but how big is the Star Wars fan base? Like we're talking about millions.
yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know. I can see why you say that. I just movies
or TV shows, right? So if like you, because I know a lot of people think like the Big Bang Theory fan base is like really toxic as well, and
you're gonna hate me. I know exactly which ones I don't like.
Yeah.
I can't name a toxic one, but the ones I fucking hate the most, I'm being 100% honest, and this isn't a shit on you. I hate the Supernatural people. Like,
oh no,
everyone
right
gets all chubbed up over the fucking guy, and it's just like, all right, I got no problem admitting when dudes are good looking. That dude is a wild 6 tops. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The guy who played Soldier Boy, right?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm just not getting it. Like, that is an average looking man to me. So I don't know. I don't know about toxic. I don't know.
I mean, I don't take offense to what you say about the Supernatural crew because I believe they're also all just like weird freaks. No offense, Jaded. But like, yeah, I mean, like I like the show, but I'm not, I'm not like fucking trying to fuck that guy. So I don't know, but
that's what I'm saying. If I'm gonna give it up to a dude, it's not that guy. Like Jason there is Momoa. A long I mean, it's obviously Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
But like, there is a long list before I'm fucking sucking that guy's dick. It is a long time.
Yeah. I don't know. I like, in my opinion, I still view, because how I see it is like the people who like Star Wars are probably also the people who like Big Bang Theory, so they're very close together of how toxic they are. But I'm not sure. But of course, my brain runs wild when I think of these questions, so another one popped up because in my mind, fan bases end up just being eventually cults, such as the Slenderman cult, the Cthulhu cult, and the Star Wars religion that popped up. So, if you were in a cult, which one would you be in?
I'll take Harry Potter.
You'll take Harry Potter?
How do you not for me, Pokemon. See, I love Pokemon and I love Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And like 4 months ago, I was asking Press and Ava this. I was like, which one you picking? Like, if you could live in one.
Oh yeah, I remember that question.
It's tough. It's tough. I think I'll settle on Harry Potter because you can basically play Pokemon in there, but you can't be Harry Potter inside of Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, in Harry Potter, it's pretty much almost the exact same timeline, just with wizards and stuff like that, right? So very close to who you are now, just adding the abilities of. I mean, fuck. Maybe there is magic in this world. We don't fucking know, but
I'm a muggle.
Yeah. I mean, for me, cult wise, just plain old cult. I'm going with Mothman, right? I gotta say it. I'm going with Mothman. But like for video game stuff, it's always a hard question because I love Pokemon, right? Just like you. But at the same time, if I could choose where I am in the timeline, Fallout seems pretty fun.
I just thought about that. I was like, that one's a pretty solid one. Let me see what else we got in the old Steam library.
I mean, like, obviously, there's no way I'm surviving in 7 Days to Die. I'm going to die with my own punji sticks that I built.
Yep.
Risk of Rain just seems like an endless loop of torture, so I don't...
Deep Rock?
Deep Rock seems fun, that's for sure, but if I had the same like abilities as those people of like how fast they can fucking reload, I think it'd be better, because if it was just me and they're reloading a gun, I'm gonna drop that mag 14 times, and I also fucking hate spiders, and all those things are creepy. So,
I mean, I feel like you'd get over it pretty quick. You'd be able to work through that phobia just by turning people into paste, or bugs into paste.
Or if it was just like you were born in that world, no memories of this one, right? I feel like I'd be conditioned to understand that this is the norm, right?
Civ would be pretty wild. It's like alternative history.
Yeah.
That would be fucking wild. Fallout, I think, is a sleeper. I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be miserable.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, Death Claws, Super Mutants, ghouls.
A lot of...
Resident Evil Village cult. And I'm only living in the castle, baby.
I'll do Resident Evil Village if I could be the baby that got split into 4 pieces.
Yeah, I'm everywhere. Yeah, I'm literally.
Everywhere. Yeah. I mean, like, Elder Scrolls isn't a bad choice. I'm really tired of, like, medieval games, so I don't really want to deal with that either, so. But I think I'm gonna have to sit on the which game I would live in.
Stardew.
Oh
my god, just peaceful farming. Oh my god, go fucking super duper fishing. Oh, I think that's another sleeper for me.
Depends. Can I add mods to Stardew Valley before I join it?
Yeah.
Just asking for a friend. I mean, I feel like Ro would agree with you there of going into Stardew or like one of those like farming sim games, because whenever he buys a game, there's one thing that he always checks: can you fish in it? So
I mean, I feel a lot of people do that. I am one of them. Yeah. Dead Rising would be pretty sweet too.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just commercializing zombies, right? And then taking the piss and having fun in there. So wouldn't be bad. Would you like to live in the Doom universe?
Yes, if I'm Doom guy, of course.
What if you just have to be one of the scientists?
The jerk off who gets his lanyard and his neck put on the... No, thank you.
Yeah, no. But speaking of video games, and we're talking a lot about Bethesda games, Starfield.
I knew it was coming. Has a date.
It finally has a release date. No longer 11/11/22, which has passed us a while ago. September 6th? I think it is. Comes out on Steam on like September 5th though, so. But I'm excited for it now. Yeah.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of that buggy mess.
Yeah, Bethesda bringing it back. I mean, they said that the delay for this one is to help polish the game and remove as many.
This better be good. This better be. There's a cross with Todd on it. If it's not, there's. Holy shit.
I think delays for video games are a very good thing, but there has in recent time been a lot of delayed
Very
games that
bad.
have been doing very
Very
poorly.
bad.
We got Cyberpunk.
Very bad. Cyberpunk took a year to get fixed. A year. Fallout 76 never got fixed.
Yeah, I mean, people still play. Oh my god! Speaking of Fallout 76,
I still
just
want to
quickly,
play it. I still want to play
I
it.
watched a guy play it this morning when I woke up. It just popped up in my feed. Dude was level 736. Holy shit, dude! He had so much shit on him.
Did he ever stop? Holy shit,
dude! It was crazy. Like he went, like they have like these like raid kind of like dungeons that you can do now, right? For like
yeah,
a lot of good loot. And this guy would go in there with like one of the railway rifles, right? He would like intentionally down himself or something like that. But his like perks would like let him revive, and then he like gets buffs or something like that. Then he puts on new armor that gives him like increased stats. So he just sit in VATS, which in that game just like does like a very weird slow mo, right?
Okay.
And he would just sit there, just clicking the button to fast fire this railway rifle and just shoot all of these Wendigos as fast as he could, and they'd all just like melt to him, right? So,
that is fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I would love to play 76, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to be buying Fallout first and building my own private world that I could play on with friends rather than doing it in their public worlds. That's just me, though. I don't.
When the day where I did play it, the public worlds were nice.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a whole lot of toxic shit going on. Like I was just like admiring people's fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because like the things they have built have been incredible. So I was just looking at, they're like, hey, do you need help doing this? Like I got no problem helping you out. Like it was almost creepy. I think they were just happy to see that like outside of the 38 people who still play that game, potentially 39 was online. So
yeah, especially since I bet they're saying that because you were a lower level, right, than them.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. You know what? I bet that video I watched was Kev. I bet he still plays that game, right?
Kev does have a. Fuck, you're right. Hold on.
He still plays that game, right? So, I guess we'll have to see. But I mean, like, another game that got delayed for a very, very long time and then finally came out and everyone hated it was No Man's Sky, right?
That one took, like, multiple years.
Yeah, I mean, like, I heard about that game. When did that game come out? Like, 2012? 2015? I know those are, like, very different years, but, let's see. 2016, right? I think when I first heard about this game, it was, like, 2011. No Man's Sky, when I like first announced it was coming out, and then came out in 2016. Everybody hated it until like what 5 years ago, 3 years ago.
I don't know. I just remember I started getting into Kit Boga. Because the guy streams for like 8 hours a day just shitting on scammers. So like it was like the perfect complement to playing No Man's Sky because there's a lot of downtime in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I still can't do the flying in that game.
I don't fucking blame you. I don't have a problem with motion sickness. That one, I could imagine how bad.
I mean, I realized how weak I am when it comes to motion sickness when the movement of the staircases in Hogwarts Legacy kind of fuck with my brain. So,
fuck.
Those puzzle rooms, god damn them. But, I mean, I'm excited for Starfield, but at the same time, a lot of the worlds look a lot like Star fucking the Jedi worlds, that Fanbases worlds, you know, where it's like all exactly the same thing, right? Whereas, like, I mean, obviously at this point humans have expanded out into the galaxy at least, right? The solar system.
Yeah, we are the aliens now.
Where we would terraform them to fit purposes, but when you look at them in the trailers or in the gameplay, they're all very like, this is the Mars planet. Nothing's changed there. This is a planet with plants on it. That's it. You know? So, I hope it gets better treatment than that. But as of right now, from what we've seen, it just looks like they're all the same kind of way, you know? All around the planet.
Yeah.
But, you know. All right. I was gonna avoid talking to this since Sunday is the season finale, but I really wanted to ask you. Episode 8, what'd you think of The Last of Us?
I liked it. The
Oh.
fucking scene in the lodge, like the final scene.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, that is damn near 1-to-1.
Yeah. I mean, obviously,
Wasn't nighttime.
yeah, shortened a little bit due to, you do not want to be watching Bella Ramsey stepping on glass
Yeah.
for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very, very similar. I don't believe in the game he reached for his belt buckle before he got murdered, but I might be mistaken.
I didn't remember that either. I remember he tried, but he did not get that close.
No, not at all.
He did not get that close. And I love like the not so subtle, be like, what meat is this? Presley was just like, oh, they had a deer frozen. I was like, nah.
Nope.
They're a little weird. And like, I feel like if you didn't know they were cannibals to begin with, and you kind of like didn't pay attention to that, the clanging of the bowls after that first meal, that was like a huge tell. Like it was just, that was so loud and obvious. It was just like, oh, okay, we're all cannibals. Like you really want to drive the fact that everybody is eating this.
Yeah, I think that's something they do a lot in like TV shows and movies. Like when someone starts eating like a human or something like that, right? They silence all music and stuff like that and just let you listen to it. Which I think is
wild.
Like I love that they do that. Also very creepy, but like I love that they do that to like kind of puts you in the moment there of like,
yeah,
this is what could happen to people if this happens, right? This has happened to people in the past, Dahmer's past, and the freaking airline that crashed or whatever. I mean, fuck it happens, right?
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
No.
All right. I was just say one thing that they did change is Joel at the end, right, comes after she leaves, right? Rather than stopping her, they let her finish in the show of what she needs to get out before having to sit with it on her way out, having to unlock the door that was locked and getting out of there, right? So
yeah,
I just kind of wonder, obviously it's going to be very similar to the game of the next episode and the last part of the game. I just want to see how much in this last episode we could see how much that fucked with her. how rude that sounds. I'm very interested.
I am deathly terrified of season 2 because this one stuck to the game so well.
Yeah.
It is pretty well known that number 2 is fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
So
I hope that they don't cut straight to season 2, because that was like what, 5 years later or something like that. They got like that's 5 years. That's like 5 seasons they can work with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta wait for these actors to get a little bit older before you age them up, in the show at least. But I don't know.
I don't fucking know, man. I am so fucking scared because yet again I fell in love with fucking The Last of Us, and now I have a feeling I'm about to get fucking destroyed once again.
Yeah, I mean, there are moments. I know you don't watch like the behind the scenes stuff at the end of the episode.
Oh, I started.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I love how they're now like Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann. Sorry, not Nick. They're now working a little bit better together on this of like, here's what it was like in the game, and then here's how we can slightly divert it for like show, right? So I hope that they do something like that to just make season, like if it is season 2 or just part 2 of the game, better.
How long until Mr. Druckmann fucks this up?
Well, let's see. He's still working on part 3 of The Last of Us, so 5 months. Right? Is that how long it takes you to touch yourself?
I fucking guess. This guy, I don't know. I'm just waiting for his like true shit to come out where this dude's just a fucking maniac.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Neil Druckmann, right? I understand why he wanted to go his own path with his game and everything like that, but like obviously that's not what pretty much any of the fan base wanted. So he's kind of made himself a target. But
plus the sex scene that he had to act out himself because the actors were like, "Hey, dude, this is kind of weird," and he's just fine. I'll fucking do it myself.
Yeah, that part was a little that definitely didn't help his image, but yeah, I mean, I'm just hopeful that he can do right by like what the fans want to see of this game. Right, I understand it. If he does do that, it probably won't be very close to part 2 of the game, but I hope that works with him and his image of what it could be. So, yeah, that sex scene was really weird. But also, part 1 on PC got delayed. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not. What the fuck happened?
They said that I actually don't remember what they said, but
was it still the same clunky controls?
Part 1. Let me see if I can find where they kind of like say if they have like a new. No, they don't. Okay. I believe. I mean, it comes out March 28th, 2023. So it was only like a 2-3 week delay. But they said they just wanted to spend the extra little bit of time to make sure that this game is.
I'm not liking how many people are saying this.
Polished as they want it to come out to be, right? So. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to play it again,
I hear you. I think they heard that I wasn't done with Harry Potter yet.
Oh, yeah. I think that's actually the true reason. If you go check their Twitter right now, let me quickly make my account and buy the blue check mark, and then we can go from there. I'll tweet it out. That's the reason why. But, I don't know. Also, they're working on a factions game, like in the multiplayer for Last of Us, just a straight up standalone game.
Oh my god, that was almost better than the actual game. Yeah. Not even joking. Like as good as The Last of Us was, that when the community was still there, Last of Us multiplayer was the greatest fucking thing ever because it was just like standard team deathmatch. But you had to go out and go find shit. And if you just wanted to go run and gun, you could do it. But if you took the time to like loot and do shit, you would have an ungodly advantage.
Yeah. It's very, in my mind, how they did it, it's very similar to how like Halo does their guns now, where it's like you find them on the map, right? So like you would go out, you'd find the materials, and then build it, and then do that. While like in Halo, it's like you go out, you find the car, you find the gun or whatever, right? So
yeah.
But it was so much fun. I think the
amount of like
once though.
Dude, I played the shit out of it. I'm telling you right here, right now, if that comes out, the coffee can grenade is fucking broken, like horrendously broken. Like I would sit because you had like 4 or 5 teammates, if I remember right, maybe even 3. But, like, if you looted enough shit to get, like, a coffee can grenade, you would fucking torch the enemy team because they'd have to come looking for you. Because it was, like, Gears of War where you just had to, like, hunt people out and you could, like, run around and shit. The coffee can would just annihilate people. They would enter the room, you would just, like, have it set up, and it would clear out that entire room. And if they did live, it was, like, a one-tap with, like, the shitty 32 revolver or 38. It was fucking hilarious.
My favorite combo was smoke grenade. You hear him coughing, throw a Molotov at them.
Solid play. Very solid play.
That was always my favorite. I think, I think that's why I played Smoke in Siege. Anyway.
I loved it. The only knock I have against episode 8 of The Last of Us is I can never remember the guy's name who played Joel in the video game. Okay. Joel in this, Pedro should have killed Troy. I think like he should have been one of the fucking dudes.
Justice.
Yeah, he should have been one of the dudes in the fucking room when he's trying to find out what happened to Ellie.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was for a split second. I was like, fuck yeah, new Joel kills old Joel. And no. Be like, was it cool how he died and Ellie, like, getting vengeance? Yeah. But it would have been a hell of a lot cooler if Buddy was the one in the chair getting fucked up.
If they had the scene where, like, in the game, when you're in prison, it's not in the same building as the mess hall, right?
No.
So you would leave and you'd have to, like, navigate Ellie through the snowstorm, and then you'd get into this building, and that's where the final fight happens, right?
Yep.
If they had that scene, right? I mean, after she gets in there, you could have Joel come in, right? See the carnage that's happened here, and maybe that Troy Baker's character is still alive there, and we could have like almost like a snowstorm high noon between the two, right? But it didn't happen, and I still think it was really cool just to watch him get a cleaver in the side of his neck. I still like Troy Baker as a human. Don't get me wrong, but like just the way that it like came out in the scene was just, I thought it was really, really good. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, Joel.
It should have been Joel on Joel.
Yeah.
Long live the king! Wham!
I'm. Last thing I'll say about The Last of Us, I'm so happy they kept in the interrogation scene with Joel, just to show like his dark side of like how he used to have to live, right?
He's still got that heater, baby.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I trust him, I believe him. Just fucking smacks him in the head. But yeah, I mean, we've been going for 37 minutes, and I haven't even gotten into my Utah news yet. You want to hear some shit?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's see it.
All right. First of all, apparently Jack in the Box is invading northern Utah. Do you like Jack in the Box?
Their burgers are fucking dog shit. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Their curly fries, their jalapeno poppers, and their cheese sticks. Oh my God. Midnight Fat Matthew. This was the place to be. Jesus fucking Christ. It's so good.
I'm going to be honest with you. I never got anything from Jack in the Box except for their tacos.
I've heard things. I don't personally like them, but everyone else fucking loves them.
Dude, that was the like, if I knew like I needed to take a shit, but I didn't have the feeling to take a shit, you just go buy 3 of those, you eat them, you'll wait literally 10 minutes, you're on the toilet for half an hour. Like, it was like, it's the perfect laxative. But in my opinion, I think they taste amazing too. Yeah, we're getting like, I think it's like 6 new locations all in northern Utah. Originally, I think it was only in St. George or Cedar City, one of those two, like near like Vegas. But yeah, now they're just everywhere. And like there's so many new signs coming up, like new box coming soon and stuff like that all over the place in Utah. So I'm gonna be fat again. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna get a lot of those goddamn tacos.
Oh, dude, I miss Jack in the Box. There's one out here, but like trying to eat better, there's a few things that is just so tough, man.
In my opinion, right, even for a cheat day, I still don't think you can go to like Jack in the Box for a cheat day.
They're a cheat meal. They are a cheat meal.
You think so?
It is not a cheat day if you're getting fast food.
Yeah.
It is, you get that one meal, that's it.
Yeah. Like, it's so much grease. It's so bad for you. Like, it's like you have to get one and then you're done. For like, that's your one meal for the month, pretty much. But
I mean, you can just go to the gym and be a slave to the weights. Just take me, daddy.
You went to the gym in the morning. You ate Jack in the Box, and now you're in the gym for the rest of the day. Same day.
That's true. That's true.
Now, I was scared to bring up this next article because I didn't know if it was going to be in your cunts and clits and all that. It is Utah related. Did you hear about the guy who robbed a bank for $1?
Yeah. Read it out.
Utah man robs bank of $1 in attempt to go to federal prison. Donald Matthew Santa Cruz? Donald Matthew Santa. It's his name now. 65, faces 1 charge of robbery, 2nd-degree felony. Pretty much, he went there. Did you read what his note said?
No, I did not. That one was so good, I was going to read it with you.
Okay.
Oh.
On March 6th, Donald, it puts his last name, I'm so sorry, I cannot say that, allegedly approached the bank teller at a Wells Fargo located on Main Street and presented a note stating, "Please pardon me for doing this, but this is a robbery. Please give me $1. Thank you." Police say the teller agreed to give Donald $1 before asking him to leave, and then he told the teller that he's not leaving and that they should call the police. But yeah, according to the affiliate data, I can't read, man. I'm sorry. Donald sat down in the bank lobby and waited for the police to arrive. While waiting, he allegedly told the victims that they are lucky he didn't have a gun because it was taking so long for the police to get there. But yeah, at this time, the branch manager just ushered everybody in the back room and locked the doors for their safety and stuff like that. Officers arrived, took him to custody. He gave the officers the $1 he stole from the bank, admitted to the crime, and stated that he did so because he wanted to get arrested and go to federal prison. Additionally, he told the police that if he gets out of jail, he'll rob another bank and ask for more money next time so that he could be sent to federal prison. So this guy just really wants to go to prison.
Welcome to being institutionalized, my man.
Yeah. Do you think it's because he just wants, rent-free, 3 meals, a workout,
free medicine,
and he can have as much sex as he wants in there?
Okay. I mean, it's still technically rape. Like, it is. That's what it is. It is. They're a ward of the government. They can't give consent. So even if it's just 2 inmates going at it, it's rape. So, I don't know, man. There has to be something in place to stop people from getting like this. There has to be. It's sad. It's so sad. It's funny at first, and then you really look at it, and it's just like, this motherfucker, he gets it. So,
yeah. There needs to be more help for people rather than just sending them off to prison like he thinks that he can just do by doing this, right? So,
yeah.
But yeah. We'll get there eventually. Just, I don't think anytime soon we're gonna get there. That's just me, though. I feel like it's gonna take a long time till people realize, hey,
it's tough.
Yeah. But I mean, those were really the only 2 things I was gonna bring up about the news. Other than that, it's gonna snow again, and I don't want it to snow again. But all right. You got any Earth Ambassadors, good eggs, or are you just straight into cunts and clicks? What you got?
Well, before we get into that, I have a question. So I was watching another podcast, and they were talking about some comedian stand-up special, and in that he goes, "I don't think I have if there was a time machine and I traveled to the past, I don't think I could prove how the fuck I'm from the future because how would you do it?" So his thing was just like people at the time, like he used the 20s as an example. They're like, all right, who's going to be the next president? Can you name the president that was happening? Either one of them in the 20s?
What, 1920s?
Yeah, 1920s.
Fucking dude, I can't even name our current president. What the hell?
Oh, I can very easily.
It's a joke, but yeah.
No, I figured, but
what was it? Taft?
I mean, they were
know.
like. They would ask you. No, they would ask you. I had to look it up. That's the only way I know. So they would ask you to make something from the future. What would you make?
Ooh, from if I was in the 20s making something from the future.
Yeah, if you had to prove to them, they were like, hey, yeah, and so you would do it. What would you make? See,
I mean, I have an answer.
Very good point,
and it's a very bad answer that I don't think I can say on a podcast. So,
what would you make?
I was gonna say Nazis.
You can censor it out. Oh my god! So you just draw the old sideways cross, huh? You just.
I mean, listen, in 20 years or so, you're gonna see this. but it's gonna be tilted. They're gonna be wearing Hugo Boss, and they're gonna have a really ugly leader, and it's gonna be from Germany. All right, so I'm giving you
we
a
already
warning
have
now.
an actor like him. I'm just warning you.
Yeah, you see that guy? That guy right there.
He's gonna look like this, and he's really gonna hate a certain type of people.
Harding, Warren G. Harding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. see, I didn't know. Like they were watching it, and I was like, oh, I don't think I'd know. And I was like, well, on the ballot, I'd be able to tell you. And then I looked it up, and I was like, there's no way in fuck I would have got that one. If I'm being 100% honest, wouldn't have got it.
Hold on, I gotta look up some famous people here. All right, just to see if I could. Yeah, I mean, I would. If I could choose where I was in the 20s, right? What if you just go to Einstein, right, and just teach him like what he is going to learn, right? And like obviously he'll eventually know that stuff. But you can also teach him
he
like
was in
this
Germany.
is future stuff. Obviously, yeah, that's what I say. If I could choose
So then,
where I was.
I hate to tell you, you weren't pretty high up on the H-Man's list either.
But this is in the 20s, right?
I mean, yeah, this is the precursor for
Yeah, I know, but
it's not gonna be good, but I'm looking out for you.
If I'm going anywhere in the 20s, I'm not accepted anywhere but one place.
You're gonna be doing the rickshaw even in that one place.
I'm gonna if I go to America in the 20s, in like 10 years I'm gonna be in a camp.
You ain't Japanese, you're fine.
Yeah, but to be fair, did they really care?
No, China was cool back then.
No,
we liked them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
in that
I like
area,
how you subtly
would
agreed to
they
that.
care?
Write it down.
I mean, we're always cool, all right? China's always cool. Like, come on now.
All right.
You see that balloon we had? That was really fucking cool, wasn't it?
We just liked you so much we wanted to take your picture.
Yeah, we were doing selfies from afar.
Yeah. Hey, all right, everyone smile.
It was nothing about the Americans. We just wanted to see what Asian people were there, just so we could take pictures and make sure that, they can never get back in the country. That's probably what they were doing, right?
Yeah.
But that is a hard question about what would you
I don't
do,
think I could do
what would
it.
you say, or what would you make? If I could bring, like, I'm guessing you can't bring materials from the future,
No.
right? Yeah.
No. You would have to make it and produce it.
Fuck, dude. Before I time travel, I'm going to learn how to make a 3090.
Okay. And do what with it? These motherfuckers can't, they barely have refrigerators.
Sean,
Look!
like, so this is the thing from the future, all right? Eventually, you're going to plug it into your computer. It's going to be very, very expensive. And because everyone's using it to mine money online. You don't know what that is yet, but it's going to happen.
It's wait. So it's made up money? Yes.
Yeah.
But it has actual value? Yes.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. Burn him. He's a witch.
I mean, if you really think about it, right? All money's made up, I'd still get burned, but
I couldn't think about it either.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could predict the NFL, but even then, that prediction doesn't pay off till another 30 years, 20 years.
I can't even predict the end.
I mean, like, you could just be like, hey, this guy, government should probably be looking at this guy in Chicago. Like, his name's Al Capone. You probably want to be catching him.
Yeah. I mean, like, we could definitely tell them, like, if I did research on that time to see, like, what has happened, maybe I could predict more recent things. I'm obviously not going to do that because if I have time machine, I'm going to use it instantly, all right? I don't do fucking research. But, yeah, like, that's the reason why the first thing that came to mind was Nazis, because I was like,
I mean, it's
gonna be
play.
recent, right? And like, I mean, it's easier to, rather than make something or tell them something, is to like show them a point of view that is going to happen soon, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit.
I would just, I'd be like, hey, might want to start burying your money in the backyard. Here in 10 years, it's going to get really weird. Also, probably don't be hanging around the New York Stock Exchange building. Might have someone trying to fly.
Yeah. can I go further back in time and just no, I'll
I mean,
stick with
even
the
then, like, what are you going to prove to them? Like, because then the technology they have to make whatever you're going to make is even worse.
I mean, with a time machine, right? Is it one-way trip? Like, our time machine is no longer there, right? Or if it's there, couldn't you just show it to them?
I mean, I don't think they'd believe it. They'd just be like, all right, why don't you take me to this place? And then, I don't know, then you start getting into Bill and Ted territory.
Yeah. I mean,
I
all
don't
of
feel
it
like
is
chasing Genghis around.
But what about Socrates? Come on. Wouldn't you want to hang around him?
My time from when I first watched Bill and Ted to learning
most
about Mr. Socrates now. He can stay there.
Yeah.
Socrates, yeah, it's cool. You have cool thoughts. I also know what you like doing in your free time, sir. So no.
What do you mean?
Means he ain't doing school speaking engagements.
Yeah, maybe a different kind of activity. Yeah.
What about we just wait until they're older and you don't be weird? What about that one? I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was like, I can't make a shoe, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I could just be like, hey, this is a pair of Jordans, bud. Like,
yeah.
I can't make clothes.
I mean, the closest thing I can think of doing, right, is if I could gather materials in that timeline or in that time, I could possibly solder together like a Raspberry Pi. Obviously, you can't program it, but it's close enough to something that we could have, like smaller versions of like the computers that they have then, or the NASA computer. You know, the thing that was like
the size of a building,
a football field or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just guesses, but.
If you could bring something with, it's cheating because it'd be like, this is a gun. like you could even like a cell phone. You could only show people a cell phone for about a day and a half if you're very lucky. You wouldn't be able to do anything with it, but you could show it to them.
You put that shit in power saving mode. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking real fast of phones, I did find a roguelike phone game.
Here we go.
$7 for the whole game. That's it. No, like you just pay $7 and then you get the game, and it's a roguelike, right? So you can continue doing whatever you want. No ads, no like weird like in-app purchases other than like buying the game. Yeah. And I think it's called Slash and Dice or something like that.
Oh God.
What?
I've been seeing ads for this and they're so cringy.
I never bought the game. I only played. I think it's like you get access to like the first like chapter or whatever of like playing through like your first go around.
Yeah,
it's fun. Like I played it in Mesquite when I was there on my trip, just like waiting for like time to pass a little bit. It was alright, right? It definitely makes you. I think it's an easier one than like of most roguelikes, but it definitely makes you think at some points of like, all right, what's the best way to handle this situation, right? So, but yeah, I mean, it was fun. I didn't buy it, but I would definitely give it a shot at least.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll get back to you on that one. I'll actually do it.
Okay.
I do have one more thing, and then we'll get into Klitz and
I was gonna say we're about to go for an hour. I was about to bring up something too.
Then go ahead. I brought up this shit.
I was quickly gonna say I think it was last week we were talking about like how bad Mexico is right now.
Oh yeah.
I just remembered I have this headline here.
Is it about the 4?
It's about the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I told you.
Yeah.
But like, there is a news update to that one. The cartel has apologized and has given the people back.
Half the people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think there were a lot. I don't know. Let me look for that. I didn't want to bring it up because it is kind of like doom and gloom shit, but.
Mine, yeah, it is. I'll just read the headline, but you guys can search it up. The headline that I read, this is from 2 days ago. It says 2 dead, 2 alive after Americans kidnapped in Mexico. So I'm guessing half of them came back. Well, either that or this is just wrong, right? So, but yeah. All right. That's all I wanted to bring up was just since I think it was last week we talked about trips to Mexico and how bad it is. So, What did you want to bring up?
So I posted it in there, and while you're looking, I'm going to ask you which one's the coolest. They asked an AI to hell yeah-ify presidents.
Uh-huh.
And basically, it's just like aviator sunglasses and mullets.
Yeah.
And I got to be 100% honest with you. I kind of think either Barack Obama or John F. Kennedy steal the show on this one.
Ooh, I definitely like Barack Obama.
The permed mullet.
Yeah. I gotta say, Ford looks like a villain from something, like a TV show that I've seen recently.
Ford looks like he enjoys rough sex, and he's not the one being roughed up. Holy shit.
I think Ronald Reagan just looks like Tom Cruise.
Nixon is still the ugliest one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nixon is not good. I mean...
Who was the other one? Garfield? Or, sorry, Chester A. Arthur. Might be. Either that, Lincoln, James K. Polk are strong considerations. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Herbert Hoover looks like a Henry Hoover.
Okay. Woodrow with, like, the Ted Nugent earrings is pretty fucking solid, too.
Taft, I think looks the exact same, right?
That's what I thought. I was like, dude, we made everyone look fucking awesome. Like, even the dudes with wigs look cool.
Yeah.
And then there's Taft, who got fucking nothing. Nothing.
William McKinley looks like he belongs in the Matrix.
If only he could have dodged that bullet.
Yeah. I think Barack Obama is my favorite.
He does. Sorry, I had to track him down. Oh my god, it's just the dumb Morpheus glasses, right?
Yeah, it really is. I think Obama looks the best though.
Obama got that sweet fucking lettuce on top.
Martin Van Buren just looks like a mad scientist, not a president at all.
JFK is Travolta with a mullet.
Ooh,
also, Joe Biden has no reason looking that good. Same with Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I don't think Trump should look that good either.
If you told me one president had a mullet,
I could see him. Yeah.
Immediate money on Trump.
Yeah.
Like, large amounts of money. Also, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Why has he got like the fucking 3rd century Mongolian haircut? Second to bottom. Yeah, next to JFK.
I've been seeing him a lot.
It's like in Dodgeball when they're talking about the Chinese invented dodgeball from like when they were fucked up in an opium den and they were throwing heads instead of balls. That's the haircut. It's so bad.
It's not good. Polk looks like he belongs in the Fallout universe. James K. Polk. But I mean, to be fair, anyone with a mullet looks like they belong in the Fallout universe, in my opinion. But
Calvin Coolidge is a vampire. Second row, next to your boy Hoover. Yeah. We got Matrix Man and Vampire Man. Speaking of Vampire Man, Nicolas Cage is coming in a movie that he's Dracula.
He's Dracula?
Yes, I would. JD put the trailer in there. I would recommend looking it up. What is it? It is called Renfield. Renfield. And it's coming out in April. I didn't know anything about this. But definitely worth the check out.
He actually, in just the thumbnail, he looks pretty good.
Oh, dude. It is wild as shit. All right. I guess we should get into it.
Yeah. I mean, we're only an hour in. He'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's a day late. It's going to be thick.
Yeah.
Going to be real thick.
We're going to be real thick. Just like Taft in that.
I mean, that's just Taft in general.
Yeah,
Man had to have a special bathtub.
Yeah.
Bet you forgot about that.
Oh, I did not.
All right, here we go. It's not a place. It's just a story. We all know about the Chris Rock slap. I guess he has a stand-up special. And according to a source close to Will Smith, he is upset that Chris Rock hasn't let go. Newsflash. It ain't up to you to when the victim gets over your crime. It's not up to you. So shut the fuck up and sit down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Quote, Will is embarrassed and hurt by what Chris told about him and his family on the Netflix special. He didn't watch it, but he had people tell him what Chris said. The insider went on, adding that Will and Jada have seen comments about it. Will apologized to Chris and would like for Chris to let it go, the source added. Eat shit if this is true.
You slapped a dude on television that wasn't scripted.
You slapped a comedian about making jokes.
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen to you?
Get fucked.
Will Smith still taking fat L's.
Yeah.
Speaking of fat L's, there is now going to be a vegan Reese's cup.
No.
Yeah, me and Press were talking about like candy creators, like Skittles. Skittles is like one super, I will give it a shot 9 times out of 10, but they've made bad ones. I cannot tell you a bad Reese's product. I am being 100% serious. Like even their candy bar that has like pretzels and shit in it, delicious. I don't know how I feel about vegan chocolate.
Are Reese's the ones that did like the Take 5? Or is that
yeah,
different?
that's the one. That's the one with the pretzels in it.
Okay.
They have the favorite candy bar that gets slept on by like apparently everybody. The Fast Break candy bars. Oh, fucking A. Super sweet, but like,
Yeah,
they got a vegan one coming. I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, I don't like the like. I think in concept, I guess it can work if you're trying to get to more people, right, for your product. It is just a business after all, but it just doesn't sound good. As a person who doesn't like sweets in general, though, none of it sounds good, but it just,
True.
I don't know what that's going to taste like. That doesn't sound good. I mean, the last time I had a vegan thing was the Impossible Whopper, and that to me just tasted like there was peanut butter in my Whopper, so maybe it will be good if they use the same stuff.
I mean, yeah. I'm kind of sad because don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stop eating meat. Mm-hmm. But, like, you know, maybe mixing in a vegan thing isn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so when all that plant-based food shit came out, that it was, like, highly processed and giving you colon cancer, I was like, no!
Yeah, it was definitely sad. What is it, jackfruit or something like that? You can use, like, the skin of it to turn it into, like, shredded chicken, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that sounds good to me.
All right. This one's kind of relative to us. It takes place in Europe. This country's ice cream parlor offers cricket flavored scoops.
Ooh. Is this France?
This is Germany.
Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds kind of good to me. After we had our crickets, it sounds kind of good.
I'm kind of in.
Yeah.
In the past, this ice cream parlor has offered liver, sausage, and gorgonzola ice cream, as well as gold-plated ice cream for €4 per scoop. I think I tried the crickets before.
Liver?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm coming around to liver, though.
Liver is good. I just don't know how I'd feel about it with, like, ice cream.
Ice cream. Yeah.
I would try the cricket one, though.
I would do it. Now, okay, so in America, I can't remember where. It's either Chicago or Las Vegas. There was an ice cream company, which is like kind of big. I can't remember what it was, but they had a mustard flavored ice cream. Would you eat this before the mustard flavored ice cream?
Yes.
See, I guess I'm one of the weirdos. I will legitimately take mustard and drizzle it into my mouth.
I mean, if there was a Cholula flavored ice cream, I would.
There is.
Okay.
There is.
I'm buying that. I in my hand right now, I have an empty bottle of Cholula that I bought 3 days ago. That is now empty. Like, it's one of the 12 fluid ounces ones too.
One thing I am disappointed about this diet, my heat tolerance has fucking gone down the shitter, like really bad, like to the point where like Cholula is now getting spicy for me. So
what you're saying
Well, like the other thing is that like I'm also taking in so much fiber, I keep shitting.
Yeah.
So like it just burns so bad when it comes out, dude. So I don't know.
Yeah. We'll take it easy on spice.
Right. Okay. Figured it out. Well, actually, we'll come back to this. This is a pretty funny story. So I got 3 stories, okay? And each one I want you to tell me Colorado or Utah.
Okay.
All right. Elk had to be rescued from the ice. It got caught in a lake.
Utah. No. No, I'll go with Utah.
This is Colorado. This happened in Evergreen, which is kind of like the rich mountain place that isn't Vail. Elk's fine.
That's good.
Ran off and did its thing. That's about all.
Next one. To David and his group before they start eating people again.
Yeah. That. All right. That clanging bowl sound. Okay. Colorado or Utah. Tiger cub gets rescue dog playmate at this state sanctuary.
I'm going to go with Utah again.
This is Colorado. Apparently, a tiger cub was seized in New Mexico. It came to Colorado for... I don't know.
To be in your zoo.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this thing's doing. But, yeah, they got a shelter dog, and now the dog and the tiger are best friends. Can't imagine they're going to be friends for too long.
Yeah,
Their friendship's about to turn into a meal.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping this would be Utah, because every time I go to that zoo, they look so depressed.
There's a shitty mountain zoo. It's like the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, but it's in Colorado Springs or next to it. Saw a tiger eat a peacock there. It's also a zoo where you can feed giraffes.
That's cool.
It is super cool. The rest of the zoo is not properly well maintained. I saw a monkey masturbate, throw shit, piss, and flip off people all within a week.
Yeah, I went there once when my cousin was like 5 or 6 to the zoo.
Yeah.
We just straight up watched two guy monkeys fuck each other.
Hell yeah. Getting it.
Yeah. It was an interesting moment.
Okay. Last one. Colorado or Utah. Deer falls into geothermal pool at resort.
Colorado? I don't think do we have these? I don't think we have.
Apparently you do, because this is in Utah. This is the Zermatt Resort and Spa in Midway.
Apparently
deer's fine.
Resort and Spa. 4.2 reviews on Google Reviews. All right. Or 4.2 stars.
Oh, I was about to say, like, how the fuck does a resort... Is it a resort if only 4 people gave for fucking reviews?
No, sorry. It's a 4.2 star resort. It has 2,717 reviews. But,
Go check it out. Swim with the deer.
I don't even have enough money to freaking get a car wash, all right? I'm not gonna do that. Although some people, I'm reading these reviews right now. A lot of them are not good. Some of them are good. Some of them are not. All right, I'm not gonna read any of these because they're poorly written. But
that hurts my brain. Like, I know I write like shit, but like, dude, I still check what I'm writing before I hit post or send.
It's like
most of the time.
I feel like these people, when they write reviews, they're just like a quick checklist. And then they write some sentence, and then that's it, right? But it's like,
yeah,
it messes with my brain. I like some of them are like, it felt magical. Others are just like, it's a cheap motel that is as pricey as a 4-star resort. So, I don't know. Apparently, the hotel highlights it's quiet. So, all right, I'll get off of that.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with there. You might have some Norman Bates shit. Okay.
It's where all the cannibals go.
Yeah.
That's why they rescued the elk.
Yeah. Actually, hold on. That kind of checks out. All right. Australia, Tasmania, or New Zealand. 6 doctors swallowed Lego heads for science.
Oh, I mean, as much as I want to say Australia, I feel like this is a New Zealand thing.
This is an Australia thing.
Oh.
This is, they just wanted to see how long it takes to eat it, digest it, and then shit it out.
Yeah, how's all that plastic in your body, huh?
Yeah, that was my main concern. The time interval was given a found and retrieved time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fart score. Yeah. I mean, that's basically right. They didn't post about what they found. They just said that they did it. I don't know.
Glad there aren't pictures of the heads that you have.
Just a head poking out of your shit. Oh!
Now you take a shit, you look at it, there's just a Lego guy waving at you, head and everything.
That'd be fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, especially if you only ate the head and there was the body.
Okay. All I got is rush or not rush.
All right.
Let's, oh no, that's the president's one. All right. Rush, not rush. The record for the longest hours of tattooing, like being a tattoo artist and tattooing for a record amount of hours, has been broken.
I mean, I don't know what David Rush does outside of breaking records, but I'm going to say this isn't him.
He crushes puss. This is not him. This is a guy in India who tattooed for 91 consecutive hours, beating the previous record of 61.
Who the fuck did he tattoo?
Well, it's not one guy. It was just a line.
Okay. I was about to say, who would you trust? Would you trust any tattoo artist for 91 hours of your life to build something beautiful on your body?
That's what I'm saying, dude. If I'm not getting in on the first, 5 hours, I don't want a tattoo from this man.
Yeah.
You ever tried drawing for more than an hour? Good luck.
Yes, I have.
Now imagine it's permanent and on someone's skin.
Yeah, I can't just Control-Z that one line I drew away.
The tattoo artist goes by the name of Ishan Rana. Rana said he consulted with Guinness World Records before making his attempt to ensure he was following all of the record-keeping organization's rules. He said he was allowed a 20-minute break every 4 hours. Oh, okay.
That's good.
96 hours.
You think for all of those breaks he just tried to take a nap as quickly as he could?
He had 14, 20-minute naps.
A little power nap to get you through the rest of the tattooing time.
I was about to say, dude, I stay up for 17 and I start dragging ass. I can't imagine. Holy shit.
I stay up for 10, 12 hours, and then by the 13th hour I'm quiet or I'm just dead. So
I wonder what constituted a tattoo. I wonder how many people just got the weird S's we drew on our fucking notebooks.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
How long do you think it would take to get that whole I don't know what it is, a triangle with a circle in it or something? Is that a Harry Potter thing? I don't know, but
yeah.
Do you think that would take long?
No. You better hope that guy's not sleepy, though. It would be a real shame if one of those lines was a little squiggly.
I don't know, yeah.
All right. Rush, not rush. The record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours has been broken.
Ooh. I must say, as much as I want to believe it's him, I don't think it's him.
It is not him. Personal note, one day Ava came home from school and said she did 20 pull-ups. I don't know about you. Most I've ever been able to do throughout my entire life is 5.
Wow, I can barely do half of one.
Yeah, I did that when I was 10. So then I immediately took Ava to the playground because they have bars that you can do pull-ups on. Ava could not do one.
Ah.
Yeah. However, found out I can do 2.
Oh.
So
I
I was
found
like,
out.
man, it's kind of sad when your fat dad does more pull-ups than you do. She did not like that.
I found out at work one day when I'm hopped up on adrenaline and caffeine, I could do one fully like chin above like the bar kind of thing.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Pull-ups are tough.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Getting back to the dude who actually did something cool instead of just 2 out of shape people. Jackson Italiano. That's his actual fucking name.
I actually really like his last name.
Italiano.
Jackson.
Seems fake.
Yeah, but
I think this is a witness protection person.
to be
Who
fair,
just got tired of being protected.
all last names are fake. So
I mean, sure, this one just seems like the government gave it to him so the mafia won't kill him.
that's true. Yeah, I can see that.
He was raising money for a dementia group in Australia. He ended up raising $6,000 for charity. Did I tell you how many he did?
I don't remember if you did. I remember Ava said she did 20.
8,000.
Oh.
8,008 pull-ups in 24 hours, smashing the previous record of 7,715. He ended his attempt with 3.5 hours to spare.
3.5 hours to spare?
Yeah. So Buddy did this in 21 hours.
Yeah. I do.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I would love to meet this man. I'd also be terrified to meet this man.
Oh, so you think he's this jacked individual?
No, it doesn't matter if he's jacked or not. Showing your muscles is very different than having actual strength. And
Dude, I'm going to show you the guy who did this, and I don't think this guy could have done more than 4. I'm impressed. You'd figure, like, if someone can do this many pull-ups, they'd be kind of yoked. This guy looks remarkably average.
I mean, maybe he's just, like, super lean.
I mean, even being lean, like, Ava's ridiculously skinny, couldn't even do fucking 1.
Yeah.
My fat ass did more than that. That's our boy. That's 8,000 pull-ups in a day.
I could see him doing like maybe like 20 or like 30, but
I was going to say the same thing.
But yeah, that's definitely a lot. I mean, I could definitely tell that he has muscle, right? He has some defined muscle.
But 8,000.
Yeah. Jesus. So how many steroids do you think? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, not enough.
Good on him though. Like,
fucking A, dude. 2, I felt like I was gonna destroy my fucking muscles, dude. It felt like I was just gonna fucking like how'd you tear your lat? Well, I was trying to do a pull up.
Hey, how'd you break your wrist?
Yeah, well, it's funny. They just kind of stayed on the bar and my arms fell off. On to another fitness one, because apparently this was done over this past week. The record for most push-ups in an hour has been broken.
Not Rush. Was it this guy?
No, this is a 60-year-old man from Florida who did 3,264 push-ups.
We're really out of shape, aren't we?
Well, this guy, I see, once again,
from Florida,
him doesn't look like he's 60. I would have guessed like late 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
So that Florida sun doing you some service. He has a YouTube video that I just don't feel like posting. So you're just going to get another like terrible screenshot.
That's fine.
Fucking A. So he has a quote, and I'll get to that once I'm done posting this. I would believe that this guy could do 8,000 pull-ups before the guy who actually did it. He said he decided to take on the record for the most push-ups. Oh, sorry, in an hour. Did I say a minute? An hour. After learning that Australian Daniel Scully set the total at 3,182.
Jeez. How many push-ups can you do?
I can do about 50 in one go.
My wrists start to hurt.
My
My
elbows.
hands start to hurt and everything. I think the most I've done in one is like 30.
Most ever, I think I crushed 70 at one time.
Oh.
I think that was high school. I don't know. That was high school, middle school time. There was when there was a lot of testosterone running around in that body.
Yeah, I just can't find the right like way to place my hands where it's like it doesn't hurt like my palms or my wrists when I'm doing them. It's just it's hard. It's also probably not helping that I'm doing it on the carpet.
Does that matter?
I don't know. I feel like the added like pressure of like the follicles, like you know how like if you place your hand like underneath your butt while you're sitting on the ground, like your hand will like have imprints of like the carpet.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. I was like, Feast, you just tell us how you masturbate? Like, you just strangering yourself every night?
No, but like, you know how like the imprint of like...
I get you, yeah.
Yeah. That will always happen when I'm doing push-ups. I don't know if like my carpet is like just...
We need to get you some man hands.
Yeah, for real. Every time I build up calluses, they just fall off, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where this is. Okay. Next one. Rush, not rush. 3 hula hoop records have been broken.
Oh. It's him?
This is not him. This is a 9-year-old from Canada.
Oh, okay.
And they just full on dox her. We're not doing that. This individual set the records for most hops while spinning a hula hoop on the ankle in 1 minute. That was 110. Jesus Christ. Most hula hoop rotations around knees while in a dancer pose for 30 seconds. That is 62. Most hula hoop rotations around the knees on inclined skates, rollerblades, in 30 seconds. She got 76.
Jeez.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That is fucking impressive.
I can't hula hoop for shit, so
I've never been able to do that.
Anything that people could do with that just impresses me, I guess.
Did you ever do the Wii Fit hula hooping?
Yes.
How'd that go?
Terribly.
Yeah, me too.
I actually got pretty good at it because like I kind of learned like where the sensors were and like where you needed to hit it and like the rhythm. So I math and nerded the shit out of it rather than doing the physical idea of it. So
way to break that stereotype, Feast. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I got you.
I mathed the shit out of it. Oh.
It is true, though. I was like, all right, let's see how this works. I'm going to find, like, the rhythm of it. Then figure out where I need to, like, step in sequence of it. And then find out how much it increases and how much it decreases of, like, when you need to do it, right? So,
yeah,
it was very... God, fuck. I'm so nerdy.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm also pretty good at swimming and jumping. Like I can jump on countertops while just standing. So yeah, they're there for a reason. They're there for a reason. Let's go with the record for running marathon distances in 23 days.
You say this isn't him? This is weird though.
This is not him. This is Megan Cassidy from Florida. Florida and Australia. 2 weird places, just decided to break records, I guess. She ran 23 ultra marathon runs, which is 31 miles in 23 days.
Okay.
That seems a little low, right?
I mean, it's
How
still
long is
a
an
lot,
ultra marathon?
but oh man, I could barely do one marathon. Like I could barely do a 5K. So
I guess you have to run a certain amount of time because she beat the previous record of 22 days. So, wait, how did she do that then? How did she beat the record if she did it in 23? I don't know. This record is weird to me. Good, nice work.
Yeah.
Rush, not Rush. The fastest time for a jersey swap has been broken.
Is this one him?
This is David Rush.
Okay. I was about to say, like, this sounds like a weird thing.
I didn't know this was a record. The record as it stands now, it doesn't say. Oh, they did it in 4.4 seconds, which I guess is take off the jersey and hand it to the other person. It doesn't fucking say what the criteria is for this. All right. That's all I got.
Okay, well, I mean, that was a long one. Is there anything you
Yeah.
want to plug before we end it?
Jack in the Box. Get them jalapeno poppers. So good, I shit my pants. And the floor and the toilet. Did I not tell you that story?
We'll save it for next time. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
All right. See, that's something you gotta look forward to. Also, currently...
Something you gotta look up. Shit on floor, toilet, and in pants.
You'll probably find something.
You will.
I don't have really anything to plug. Amazon right now has a M.2 2 terabyte solid state hard drive that you can buy. That's 74% off. So go look at that. I don't know.
Wonder what Feast has been doing.
It literally just showed up while we were doing this. I was like, what the fuck? I don't need one. Anyway, thank you so much. You guys have a great day or week, whatever. Bye-bye.
Bye.